Greetings, my friends. I am Gilles Mansillon. I hope you're having a good day. I wanted to thank you so much for subscribing if you're new to the channel, and for everybody else, thank you for your support. Thank you for your donations. If you want a private session, you can send me an email. I want to talk to this a lot of things going on. I don't know if you feel like this acceleration of time. I want to discuss about this Emerald Covenant. The Emerald Covenant is something very ancient of all the beings during the Galactic Wars and all the Dark Ages that will remain faithful to the law of one. I had this amazing connection with this amazing being. His name is Ra, or Ray, R-A. It's a collective, but it's like so amazing. So what a presence, and so I'm going to be working with him. This RA group were always faithful to the law of one, and so I wanted him to work with my solar disk because those beings from the Egyptian this Egyptian collective of gods never were physical. They descended a solid disk and projected a plasmic body, but he seems to want to teach me other things that are quite amazing. So I'm gonna go with the flow. And so this law of one, first I wanted to say that whatever, even if you don't realize all those things of the spirit realm, every positive thought, every act of compassion, every act of courage, every desire to find this inner light, every desire to return to the source, every desire to serve God, any desire to assist the planet in our healing, any desire to assist someone or to smile of someone or to send positive thought into everything is very important, very powerful. And so do not everything will be coming to realization, because a lot of the light workers and even the whistleblowers got a lot of very unfair treatment, and now everything is going to be reestablished and we're going to be vindicated, and we'll get, it's not about getting the honor, but we'll get them, and in this coming time. So the law of one, I'm going to just, in case you just remind you some of the basic principles of this law of one, those will come into the general education system, the law of love. And the first reality, the first principle is that you're a created being. You exist. You have no choice about that. God created you, and you existed before this incarnation, and you will exist in the eternal past and the eternal future. We'll always exist since we are created. Second law, we are always included within the law, within life, within the law of one, within God. Can never be separated. That's the illusion of the demurge, of the pastime, of the separation between you and God, which makes no sense, but we adopted this principle. And so everything, you're always included. You can never come out because the law will always reflect you, no matter how far we go, even in the darkness, the law will always reflect us. That comes to the third principle, which is the law of karma, cause and effect, attraction. But there is a lot of subtleties and a lot of other principles that we learn as we go. But this law is that whatever we produce, we'll harvest in one way or another. Then there is the law of one. One is all and all is one. You here and now. You are the whole. You are all that is, because all is one and one is all. Although we are a minuscule spark of consciousness within this great, amazing collective whole, a universal whole, we still are the totality of the whole. And then there's the law of transformation. Everything is in complete transformation, is transforming all the time, except the laws that do not change. And then there's a law of grace. If you can forgive unconditional forgiveness and unconditional love, move from karma to dharma. And we remove karma from that. So those are the basic principles. So there is a Christ grid that's been established on the whole planet. If you see that you need to put on any piece to complete the Antarctica or Africa or Europe or whatever, you just put your piece, then realize under that there is this great emerald. The planet is bathed in this emerald light now through Thoth and Raphael as well, and then there is a gold sphere of light that's between the emerald and the grid. So it's like allow yourself to cultivate this sense of this emerald light within your heart. There is a star that holds that frequency, the emerald heart of Regulus. There's a visualization you can do to accentuate that, is to imagine yourself in this great sphere of green emerald light. Within this sphere is called the heart of hearts. Within this sphere, there's this great big heart, a heart. Great big heart is the heart of God. And then there is all the little hearts everywhere, and you can communicate from heart to heart with anyone from within this sphere. For we're really standing on the edge of the world, and the edge of the unknown. We have to leap into the unknown. And so, and by that, we're realizing that all that we've ever believed about ourselves were just mere shadows, illusion. As we get enlightened, we get reborn in spirit. And we seek to live in the heart of creation. And once we are in the heart of creation, which is in your heart, then everything will, rather than having the mind always trying to put the pieces together, it's like things will unfold naturally. And then so that because the mind is limited by the past, and the heart is as it opens, it reveals love, it reveals wisdom. And everything that your heart recognizes as true can be yours, is yours. Remove all the illusion, no, don't take yours. You choose to appropriate yourself all that is true in stillness, in your immortality and eternity. For God is our eternal source, and we want to be an instrument that's clear enough so God can play us. But for that, we need to let go of control. We have to let go of judgment. We have to let go of mental limitation, what we call belief, which is a progressive thing. It doesn't just come and say, well, click in my hand and up. Say, yeah, I'm enlightened. It's really a process. So the galactics are going to be coming. There were some congressional hearings that are keep going, that's still coming. About now, it's like everybody that is here to hear will know that they recognize the presence of extraterrestrials, which is accelerating the path of them coming down. And therefore, we get a lot of support from above, and we get a lot of support from Telos and Agartha, Shambhala, and all those places. And those galactics, whether they come from above or below, will bring amazing technologies that will change everything. We're going to be able to heal the planet, to clean up all the rivers, all the ocean. We're going to, and all kinds of things that will make our life a lot better without damaging the planet. But they will also bring technologies for our inner self that accelerate our spiritual evolution. And the revelation that will be coming will reveal the galactic history connected to the extraterrestrials. Within our own life reveal what we need to let go. So when you realize something, just laugh and say, oh God, thank you, I get it now. So it's like, then do it, of course. For we are a divine replica of the Creator, the God of love. And during the Dark Age, because it's part of the process of evolution on this planet, the Dark Age, all the revelations, such as religious or whatever, were all conditioned and distorted by the dark, the God of fear, punishment, sacrifice, to establish this role, this kingdom of priest and king that degraded women and kept the control. But there is the divine feminine is returning, still working with the Holy Spirit that descended. Accept the Holy Spirit as that descend on you, and so, but because when the Christ came, it's like everything was changed because he came to reveal the light of love. And so now there's millions of Christ are awakening or about to awaken. Christos Sophia. For 144,000 were mandated, but there are millions that are already there in place. So we have those armies of light on the ground, on above and below, and yet remain vigilant about all the dark egregores because they're starved right now. So if anybody that's not being disconnected from the matrix can allow the darker entity to take over them, but it's like leave that in the past as much as possible, yet remain vigilant. And when that happens, just call on the Ascended Master, the timers, like all the Ascended Master, or your guides, or the Christ, because rather than trying to solve that by your own, to struggle with those dark entities. So it's important to re-enter the garden, to re-enter this garden of the heart, this the garden of hidden. And but for that, our snake, cobra, needs to be in the standstill. We need to control our life force, our sexuality, our willpower, and that's like it's a snake. For mine, it's like doesn't move. It's like, because if we don't control it, it will run wild, and it will cause all kinds of damages, poison, fear, separation, and misery. And if you have lower emotion that comes to you, do not attach yourself. Let them flow through you. And for there is no karma in God timeline. And so just moving towards that, returning home, and we all have left a part of ourselves in this divine, which is called the soul, in the divine eternal love of God. And each soul is like trying to rescue all its parts that are lost in the illusions of time. So, because even the debt system and all these Babylonian laws that we have, we're all created by the biblical snake to create an exile from God, from the garden. So focus on your inner time, the heart consciousness beyond the intellect and the mind. For all those, we want to return to the divine law, the law of one. And so remove yourself from things that you feel is low vibe, whether it's on the internet or whatever, and call on the violet fire, call on your friend Saint-Germain or the timeless, rather than struggling with shadows or whatever. It's important to get detached and to elevate ourselves above, as more and more to liberate, to release, to forgive, to pass over things, to not go live our life in the past in relationship to conditioning, to open ourselves to the revelation of a future that's already shown and already designed by the Creator, just revealed itself little by little. And when I try to project into this amazing reality that God is showing me, this my presence tells me, oh, it's better than that. So it's like I'm still moving towards it, or it's moving toward me, depending. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. But it's like the observer of the day is the orphan. It's like we created this exile from God. We need to for God never left. So it's just a matter of reconnecting to that source. And it's okay to understand that the wisdom is that we are in between worlds. We're still not arrived, but we've passed a really important doorway. What we need to do to understand is a leap of faith. It's into the sea. It's to jump from the unknown, jump into the unknown. There is no, we can't really stay where we know, because where we know is not where we want to be. So we want to leap into the unknown. What we need to do is going far. There's this great marathon that we've been running, a great marathon through the desert, and now we're preparing to run this new phase through lush environments, and the outcome is the respect of the rule, to align with the law of one. I'll pull a few cards from the Akash. Our spirit self will always hide many things, but will give us hints and just be receptive to your intuition. And wow, there's the observer of the day is Atlantis. Atlantis was like, we had so much memory from Atlantis that will be resurfacing. It was the Emerald City at the end, and all those connections, the spiritual connection that we had. The highest wisdom is the arts to enjoy the arts, or creating, or to enjoy the arts. The arts were given for the quality of our life. For me, I dedicated my life to art, and looking forward to return into that microcosm of the art world. What we need to understand is religion and spirituality. Follow that inner light, and do not let the candle just be blown by whatever wind, and protect your light through breathing, through just. But there is really nothing to fear, because whatever happened is like, as long as we remain, we seek to return to center, we return to the connection to the source, we return to that which is true. No matter how far we go, we're always brought back here in the heart of creation. What we need to do is the lessons and good deed, to harvest, to learn our lessons and to harvest the good deed, and the outcome will be biblical. We're really living the end of time, and it's not the end of the world. It's the end of an old parameters. This body of suffering that's been going on. We've all been through this intense course of evolution. That's really, even if we lived 1,000 lifetime on the planet, it's just a drop within the eternity of our being. So just it feels like, since there is only here and now, but it's all it's going to be quite. We're really transforming the matrix from within. It's like, and everything we do, once we anchor it into the subconscious, there is enough love and light into the subconscious, all of humanity will receive. So forgiveness is complete forgiveness, and do not fall prey to the god of punishment or whatever, because then we'll also be. It's going to be the time of accountability, nevertheless, because there is so many things that are so distorted, that have been going on for such a long time. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I'm going to finish with a song and pull out a few cards. It's a song that talks about love. Love is in the air. We need to tune in to the frequency of love. From within, always, everything comes from within. There is nothing. Don't seek the light outside of you, and everything, and be like a sun. Be like the sun. Just radiate your love and light. It goes like this. Love is in the air. Everywhere I look around, love is in the air. Every sight and every sound. And I don't know if I'm being foolish, I don't know if I'm being wise, but it's something I must believe in, and it's there when I look in your eyes. Love is in the air, in the whisper of a tree. Love is in the air, in the thunder of the sea. And I don't know if I'm just dreaming, don't know if I feel safe, but it's something I must believe in, and it's there when you call my name. Love is in the air, love is in the air, oh, oh, oh. Love is in the air, in the rising of the sun. Love is in the air, when the day is nearly done. And I don't know if you're an illusion, don't know if I see truth, but you're something I must believe in, and you're there when I reach out for you. Love is in the air, whoa, whoa, whoa. Love is in the air, love is in the air, love is in the air, oh, oh, oh. For love is something that we share. We share with God, we share with Spirit, we share with ourselves, we share with our soul, we share with each other. It's really the link, and this emerald frequency is really very healing and very powerful. And the observer of the day is the healing, actually. It is a kind of healing. It is so it's like finding the wholeness within. What we need to, the highest wisdom is a renewal, a brand new beginning that is before us. What we have to understand is the indulgence. We do not want to be too indulgent, but we don't want to be too severe, to find the right balance. God is patient with us. Because when we're indulgent, we're wasting time, that's all. So eventually we want to stop wasting time. What we need to do is generosity, to be generous, both spiritually and materially, to continue to cultivate this sense of positive thoughts, not to have judgment, to be generous and generous as much as we can, to serve the world, to share whatever we have, resources, spiritual or physical or material or psychic and the outcome will be unity. We're moving into this sphere of unity, and there is all kinds of level within the unity because of the infinity of God and His manifestation in the cosmos. But right now we seek to become one with our eternal self, and this will reveal all kinds of other. And yet we are already one with each other, and all of that is revealing that we are one. That there is nothing that's separated from us. It's just an extension of the source that we are. You here and now. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. Continue to cultivate this sense of well-being, and to stay focalized on your higher vision, on becoming your highest version. It's really we are all awakening, and there are millions of us that have been mandated to bring this new age into manifestation. So just do not stress about it. Just relax. Just keep on keeping on. I thank you so very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.